today to officially announce the launch of Singular's 2 new products. So it's Prime Hormone Optimizer for men and Shine Hormone Optimizer for women. You guys are excited? So as with any new product, whenever we talk about it, I kind of want to give you guys some background on what we were thinking and why we decided on these 2 new products. So with that, by a show of hands, who here thinks they know everything about their health, right? How to lose weight whenever you want to, how to combat inflammation, right? Nobody. Health is really complex. You know, with over 100 trillion cells in the human body, nothing about your health is simple. In fact, something as seemingly mundane as just changing your core temperature the slightest bit requires several different systems working in concert to produce that result. So it would stand to reason then that something like weight loss, right, which requires everything in your body working together, would be incredibly difficult to produce consistently. Yet we're able to do that in the vast majority of people who use our products. So why is that? Anybody? Nobody? It's because we create simple systems that actually address the underlying issue and don't just treat symptoms. Right? When we talk about these systems, we take a deep dive into the actual problem, find out what's really causing that, and then try to address that. And that's what gives us such a high success rate. Whether it's energy, weight loss, or wellness, you all have seen fantastic results with our systems. And you've asked us countless times, let's look at other health issues. So, you know, we've made this whole process incredibly simple, and we wanted to take our expertise, something that we are truly the best in the world at. Can I get that? We're the best in the world. And we said, let's look for some things. Let's look for things that we can really help people with. So when we talk about these problems, we're talking about things that are common in most people, common in the general population. We're talking about things that are incredibly complex, right? They're not just simple solutions to these problems. And we're talking about problems that generally, when people try to address them, they just treat symptoms, right? They're just treating one symptom of a bigger problem. So as we looked out into the marketplace and we looked at the general population and we talked to you all, we came across a general concern, hormone dysfunction, which was present in a huge percent of the population. So by a show of hands, how many women have ever struggled to get their favorite pair of skinny jeans on because they were just too bloated that day? Right? Or you've had some cramping that made your day very uncomfortable, or maybe it's a mood swing, whatever it is, you all have had these symptoms. And you've all taken products that just treated that symptom, whether it be a pain reliever or a diuretic or something like that. It never actually addressed the underlying problem causing these symptoms. It just treated that one thing. Now for the men, how many of you men have known somebody who's suffered from low testosterone or low libido? I have to say known somebody because, let's face it, no man will ever admit to having low testosterone. They'll take your man card for that, okay? So we can see that these are common. You know, in men, for example, 1 out of 4 men self-reports they suffer symptoms of low testosterone. But experts actually estimate that number is closer to 3 out of 4. So it's a huge group of people. And these people are just getting products that treat this one symptom, and that's it. And they just address that. But is this problem, you know, complex? Does it fit that criteria? So that's a simple hormone map, right? That's supposed to be simple. So I think you can see that this is a complex problem. In fact, I would argue to anybody who knows that the endocrine system is one of the most difficult systems to work with because there are so many factors that can go wrong. And if they go wrong, it makes living an optimized life next to impossible. Okay? So I'll spare you the details, but we set out on a journey to formulate the 2 best products for this category for men and for women. And it took us a very long time, and we spent a lot of hours doing this. We spent a lot of time doing research and development, but at the end of the day, we came up with 2 products, Prime and Shine, that we were so confident in, that we were so amazed with, that we decided that we would do something we've never done before. So we've done observational studies on our products and recorded data like that, but we've never done a full-scale, double-blind clinical trial. placebo-controlled, all those kind of things. Overseen by doctors, by a third party, not by us. And with these new products, we chose to do that. And that's a big deal. It's a large undertaking. Yeah. So with our women's trial, we did a 12-week clinical trial, and we did 4 weeks with men, obviously because women are far more complex than men. And we set out with expectations, goals we wanted to achieve with this trial. We wanted clinical validation for these products because this is such a difficult category, and because no one else has done it in this category. So we set out looking for certain things, and what we got far exceeded our expectations. We were absolutely blown away. I could tell you that 90% of women experience a reduction in the symptoms of their PMS in the first 4 weeks alone. 90%. The endocrinologist that was overseeing the trial was like, I've never seen that, not with any product, natural or otherwise. So we were excited about that. I could also tell you that 75% of women would choose Shine over any natural or prescription alternative, right? We ran this trial, by the way, with 60 women, so this was a large sample group. We ran it for the full entire time, and the results were incredible. And most of the women absolutely loved this product. I could also say about the men's trial, where there were dramatic increases in total testosterone, total free testosterone, and serum luteinizing hormone, and that's just a few things, right? The results are all incredible. And in fact, we'll be publishing this original research later this year, and it will go into an actual journal. So you guys will be able to share this with people that you share this product with. I could also tell you, again, that 85% of men who took this product would continue taking it regardless of the cost. They said, give this to me, I need this. I want to feel this good all the time. All of those stats are fantastic, and you guys will get a chance to review that scientific literature. And if you want to hear more about the science, you can come to my breakout. But in order to really understand what this product is going to mean to you and to the people that you share it with, I really need to tell you the story of one of our clinical trial participants. Her story in particular was incredible. We're combing through 300 pages of information a week just to do with the women's trial. So we're going through a lot of data every single week. But her surveys in particular stood out to me. Sarah was a person who, by the time she came to participate in the clinical trial, had suffered with hormonal dysfunction and severe PMS her entire life. To an extent which, she had blamed it at that point for everything from weight gain to poor social life to failed relationships to lack of job advancement, all these different things. Her hormone dysfunction was responsible for that. And she felt at that point there was no real solution because she tried everything. She tried hormone replacement therapy, she tried various birth controls, she tried every natural and otherwise product, and she was just fed up. And honestly, she didn't want to participate. It was only at the urging of her doctor that she did participate. And so she came very skeptical, which was great for us because the skeptics are the ones where we get the real information from. And as Sarah progressed, after 2 weeks, she noticed that her cramping and bloating was improving. And she was excited about that, right? That was good for her. She felt like, wow, if this is all it does, that's fantastic. But after 4 weeks, Sarah's cycle was lighter, and her mood had dramatically improved. She felt good again. After 8 weeks, she didn't have to miss work for the first time ever due to her PMS. It was that bad for her. But for the first time in 2 decades, she hadn't had to miss work or school. Think about that. 2 decades, first time. That is huge. Right? After 12 weeks, after the end of the trial, Sarah had her life back. She said, I'm out doing things again, I'm exercising again, I've lost weight. And she was so adamant that she had to have the product that she talked to her doctor, who was one of my good friends, and she said, can you send me more? So I sent her as many samples as I could until the actual product came out. She will not go a day without this product again. These products are life-changing, okay? But the products themselves also replace a lot of other things. Prime, for example, does a lot of different things. Whether you're talking about improving prostate health, improving sexual function, whether you're talking about boosting total testosterone, improving performance, all of those things. You can see kind of in the background there, those are all the products that Prime replaces. That's over $200 worth of stuff right there.